And interesting that a lot of people have been feeling this heaviness. Personally, I've been feeling a mixture of feeling very elated with life and then also feeling this heaviness. So one of the things that I always talk about when it comes to emotions, when it comes to anything that is outside of our control and brings things up for us, some people might find that it affects them and that their mind continues to chatter 24/7. It's a way of us protecting ourselves, that our mind decides to take over. It might be that you fall into the category of the what ifs, and you can spiral a little bit and go down into what if. Other people might find that they're wanting to avoid life, that you're just wanting to stay at home, stay in bed, not get up. You don't have the inspiration, you don't have the energy. Other people might find themselves feeling emotional. Whatever it is, one of the things that I always encourage is that we do our best to not ignore ourselves. We do our best to understand that we are trying to speak to ourselves in some form. We are trying to tell ourselves something. We are trying to explain to ourselves how we are feeling. And one of the things that I always say is, if I was to come and talk to you and tell you that I'm feeling anxious, or that this has happened to me, or that's happened to me, or if I was to be able to be honest enough and say to you, I really don't feel like getting out of bed today. Or if I was to sit in front of you crying, one of the things that I would really hope is that you didn't ignore me. One of the things that I would really hope is that you would offer me a place of comfort, a place of holding, a place of allowing me to just be. So that's what we're offering here today. That's what we offer every session that we do here, a place for us all to just be. So I'd like to invite you to place a hand on your heart. When I say your heart, I mean your heart chakra in the middle of your chest. And place a second hand on your solar plexus, on your stomach area. And just thank yourself for coming here today. Thank yourself for showing up. Take a moment to thank yourself for all that you do each and every day in this world. Because even when we make mistakes, we can be sure that the one thing we're always doing is trying. Always, all of us, trying to be the best person that we can be. And although we might not be able to control the things that happen outside of us in life, there's so much in life that is outside our control. What we can do is do our best to put our focus in areas where we can control. That's when we can increase our own energy, increase our own power, when we focus in the areas that we can actually genuinely affect. Right now, you can have such a strong effect on yourself by just being kind to yourself, just appreciating yourself. Just bringing love to your body and your emotions and your mind. Even when your mind chatters too much, it's only trying to protect you, it's only trying to get your attention. So let's each of us in our individual rooms imagine a white bubble of light surrounding us. And just feel that white bubble as a protection, as a soft yet strong layer around the outer you. Imagine that white light, as it encompasses you, will be cleansing you, cleaning you, helping you to see the parts of your subconscious that want to be seen. Helping you to understand yourself that little bit more deeply. Helping you to hold yourself in whatever it is you might be going through at this time. And I would just invite you all right now just to place a hand on your throat, the bottom of your throat, the throat chakra. This is the area of the body from which we express. So I would just invite you right now just to speak to yourself, speak to your throat, speak to all of you, and just invite yourself to express to yourself the truth of how you're feeling right now. Where you might have any particular needs in your life that are not currently being met. Whether that be a need for greater support, whether that be a need for more alone time, whether that be a need for greater balance in your life, whatever it might be. Just invite yourself throughout this session to speak to yourself, to the energies of this group. And just tell yourself that you will do your best to listen, to truly listen, to not try and change what's being said, to not try and make it feel different, make it feel something that feels acceptable. But just to allow yourself to truly feel, to truly speak, and to be held in the energies of this group as you do so. And I would also ask you to invite in, as we always do, any guides or spirits, power animals, the elements, ancestors, whatever feels right for you, or all of them. Ooh, invite them to come and be with you in your individual spaces, to support you, to honor you, to help you. And as we always do, let's imagine that there's a fire, and that all of us in this group are going to be sat around the fire. We choose the fire because the fire has the energy to transmute our feelings, transmute our emotions. The fire has wisdom. The fire has a way of giving us warmth and connecting us all together. And let's imagine that we're also connected through the earth. Imagine ourselves placing our hands on the earth as we sit around the fire and just really, really feeling into her depth. Really beautiful, everybody. And let's just take a moment to thank the earth. take a moment to consider your day today, from the moment you woke up, the moment you opened your eyes, and think about all the things in your life, everything that you've used, everything that you have, everything that you just automatically, we all take for granted in our lives. And just think about the fact that this has all come from the earth. And if you can, just imagine exchanging with her from your heart in gratitude for everything that she's given you. And let's just use our breath and the spirit of the air to imagining ourselves opening our root chakras that little bit more, so that we can feel into the earth that little bit more. So feeling into your root chakra, feeling into the base of your body, your hip sockets, your pelvis, that pelvic bowl. And as you inhale, take a deep breath in through your nostrils and imagine that breath going down to the base of your body, down to that pelvic floor, and just feel it tilt your pelvis slightly. Feel yourself relax that area slightly as you bring the air into it, and then exhale through your mouth. This is an area of our body where we hold so much tension. So again, try not to judge any thoughts or feelings. Just take another deep breath in through your nose, down to your pelvic floor. Allow that breath to just gently tilt and loosen your pelvis, and then exhaling through the mouth. As we allow ourselves to connect that little bit more deeply with our own root chakras and with the earth. And let's all just do that as a group just one more time. That inhalation through the nose. Taking it down to your pelvic floor, loosening that area. And then exhaling through the mouth. One of the things that often happens when we have a lot of emotions going on is that we leave our bodies energetically. We kind of disengage from the earth. We disengage from our root chakra. And one of the things that we can learn to do is the opposite of that, to learn that when we feel ourselves in any form of overwhelm, when life is feeling a little bit much, to just encourage ourselves to connect as deeply as possible. Also acknowledging that there's a part of us that doesn't want to have to feel. But just speaking gently to that part of ourselves and recognizing recognizing that sometimes it's better to allow ourselves to just feel a little bit. And if we find ourselves getting stuck in only negative feelings, and when I say negative, I don't mean that they're wrong, I just mean painful feelings. I mean emotions that can pull us down a little bit. Then, whilst validating how we're feeling, it's also worth just broadening our horizons a little bit and reminding ourselves of some of the good things that we have in life. No matter what is going on in the world, it's always possible to think, what's the good things that are happening right now? Perhaps we're experiencing more connection from people as a result of difficulties. Perhaps we're learning to reach out more as a result of difficulties. Perhaps we're learning to be kind to ourselves as a result of difficulties. So we're imagining ourselves sat around the fire as a group. Our hands are palms down on the earth, honoring her and thanking her for being with us. We're looking into the fire with a feeling of love and support, and understanding that the fire can bring us wisdom, can help us. Let's take that energy from the base of our bodies and very, very gently imagine that energy going down our thighs to our knees. And just feel how that is for you. What happens to the rest of your body as you connect more deeply? What happens to your mind? What happens to your emotions? Then let's take that energy even more gently down from our knees, through our shins and our calves, to our ankles and our feet. just imagining that energy going out through our feet, back down to the earth. And the invitation is now to imagine yourself lying on your side around the fire in the fetal position. You can have a rug or something underneath you that makes you feel comfortable. You can have a blanket on top of you if you need. You can have a pillow under your head if you would like. And let's just imagine that this is your time again to receive, to acknowledge how you're feeling and receive. Let's imagine there's a white light around us as a group that protects us, supports us, cleanses us, connects us. And let's all of us invite the spirits and guides into that white bubble. And let's imagine that as you're lying on your side, there is a being behind you, placing one hand on the back of your sacral, one hand on the back of your heart. It can almost feel like that being is hugging up against you, if that feels comforting. But just giving to you. Allowing you to be held, allowing you to receive. You can imagine that your hand is still touching the earth, and literally anything that you need to release could be coming out through your hands down to the earth. So you're in a cocoon. We're all with each other. We're all there for each other. We're all empathizing with each other. And you can feel the steadiness that the energy of Taurus is bringing. I'm just opening the door, and you can let yourself go as deep as you feel comfortable with. So I just want to speak a little bit more deeply to this, this notion of love, of what love is, of what our emotions are. And what's coming through really strongly right now is for us all to remember that our emotions are our way of guiding us, are our compass. They're there for a purpose, for us to use, for us to understand, for us to delve more deeply into ourselves and be able to honor our needs. And often what can happen is the notion of love or hate or anger can all get put on the same level, but what's being told to me and reminded, what I'm being reminded of and to pass on to you, that reminder, is that love is the thing that sits in the primary position. And it's the love of all of it, the love of all of our emotions, of everything that we go through in life. And that's not to say that some of the things that we go through are easy. Some of the things that we go through are incredibly hard. But if we can connect into that deep sense of primary love that we all have in our hearts and our souls, tuning into the heart of Mother Earth, tuning into the heart of the universe, tuning into that primary pulse. Then that's what really, really helps us cope with everything in life. It's what these techniques are all about, whether it be sound healing, whether it be tantra, whether it be tai chi, whatever it might be. Breath work, we're all finding ways to access that primary love. That core depth of love and connection, which places such a cushion around us that it helps us to deal with all the difficulties that we need to go through as human beings. So again, just wanting to honor all of you, each and every person in this group, all the people and the efforts that have gone in to make this possible this evening. For the spirits and the guides that are here with us, for Mother Earth, the spirit of the air, the spirit of the water, the spirit of the fire, the ether. To the exact positioning of the moon this night that is offering us a moment that can never be repeated, this exact moment of all of us here together, with the planets aligned as they're aligned, with the circumstances of life being as they are. This is one moment. Just feel into the sheer magnitude of what I've just said. Feel into your hearts. And whilst none of us can ever really know the real truth around why certain events happen in life, why we have to lose certain people, why other people remain, why some of us go through certain traumas, the one thing that we can know for sure is that when we connect to this real primary love, when we connect to that, it gives us a feeling that is almost impossible for me to put into words. But suddenly there seems a point to it all. And what my experience of trauma and difficulties in life is that it pushes us to find this space. It pushes us to learn a way to be able to deal with things more easily. So just honouring again all of us here for taking the time to choose to try and learn how to find this space. And how beautiful if out of trauma we can learn to deepen the love. We can learn to deepen our connections with ourselves, with each other, with humanity, with nature, with the universe, with our spirits, with our guides. So whilst there's no magical answers, often whilst we've climbed up one hill or one mountain, we get to the top and then we find ourselves having to climb again and climb again and climb again and climb again. But each time we get stronger, we get fitter. We start to understand that as we're climbing, there's going to be an incredible view when we get to the top. We start to learn to embrace the journey of the climb, to love the journey of the climb, to not see it that we're doing something wrong, that we're needing to climb again. So maybe just take a moment for yourself now and just think about different things in your life and think about where you're at in climbing that mountain. Often we have different areas of our lives and we're at different points depending on the area. And again, just congratulate yourself for all that you're doing, how hard you try, all the love you bring to yourself and to others. Yeah, 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 yo, yo, yeah. Yo, yo, yeah. Yo, yo, yeah. Yo, yo, yeah, yo, yeah. Yo, yo, yeah, yo, yo, yeah, yo, yeah, yo. And let's take this time to just send that love out to anyone right now who you feel might need it, and just to the world at large. And I would love to send an intention right now that at some point every single person in this world gets to understand what this place of what I'm calling primary love is, of understanding and embracing everything with love, empathizing and understanding that we're all human, that we all have the same emotions, have the same desires, make the same mistakes. Where would this world be if we could just embrace everything with this primary love? Oy, 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 yo, hey, yo. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yo, 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 yo. what's so beautiful about this space of primary love, as I'm calling it, is that it holds so many facets, so many different sides and reflections and feelings within it. It's so expansive. Feeling the desire to move your body slightly, then feel it. Just feel the energy flow through you. Allow yourself to stretch. Allow your shoulders to move. Allow your pelvis to move. Whatever feels right for you. So just inviting you to imagine yourself around that circle of fire with the group, just coming back to a place of sitting, acknowledging the fire and thanking the fire, acknowledging the earth, acknowledging the air, acknowledging the spirit of the water, acknowledging all the spirits and guides that have been with us in this incredible bubble of light. And placing a hand on your heart and just imagine yourself looking at every single person in this group and just acknowledging each and every one of them, and imagining yourself giving a little bow of thanks, a little bow of honor. And just to remember that we can connect at any time. And I thank the ones of you that are coming every month and making this such a beautiful event for us all to reconnect and rejoin and expand our energy. And so it feels like actually just imagine a part of you staying in the group, imagine a part of you staying around that fire and just keeping this beautiful feeling of love that we have in our hearts. And then also imagine yourself coming back to your own room. You might also want to try and keep your eyes closed, but lie on your side and bring yourself up to sitting if you haven't done already. Continue with that bubble of white light around you in your own individual room, and know that the energy within that light has changed. The energy within that light encompasses everything that we've done in the last hour or so. So bringing your awareness to your feet, to the base of your body, to your toes, moving your toes, giving yourself that little option to move again. And when you're ready, rubbing your hands together. And placing them over your eyes before gently opening your eyes. And it always takes a little while for people to come back, but I would like to invite you to turn on your screens if you can. I'm just trying to make sure that we can do that. Thank you, Priya. Just got a beautiful message through there. I'm just not sure if you can all can see it, but just saying that was incredible. Thank you very much. I don't know if Srishti is able to, as host, to turn on your videos. I'm sorry, guys. I don't seem to be able to do that for you. Oh, no, videos are videos coming off? Would anybody like to say something? We can unmute you as well. Let's have a look if we can do that. Okay, so unfortunately, it's looking like I haven't got any control. So what I would invite you guys to do, if you'd like to, is just write a short message to me. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know if there's anything that you need. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to change. These are your sessions as much as they are mine. Oh, here we go. Yay, I can see people. If any of you, I can see people, but I still don't know if I can get you to be able to speak. Let's see. Can I unmute you? No. Okay. So not fully aware of what's happening here, but thank you for your messages. Let me just read a couple of these. Saw lots of animals and it was beautiful, long and short at the same. Oh, thank you, Judith. I'd love to have your contact details. Would like to invite you to host a session for our collective. I would be very, very happy. Thank you very much. I will just put in my website details here. Thank you very much. I'm feeling much lighter. So, I'm just writing in there my website address, which is nataliematosmusic.com, and I'm just making sure that goes to everybody. So you're very welcome to jump on my website. If you sign up there, you can get some free downloads of things as well. There's also all my contact details there. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook and all of those things. Thank you very much. I am feeling lighter. Thank you. Oh, lovely to hear your comments. Oh, there's another one coming. Deep Voyages experience love and gratitude. Oh. Okay, everybody. I hope you will come and join me again next month. It is really, really lovely to have you with us. I feel a sense of calm. Thank you, Mega. I'm glad you're feeling that. From my side, it was a little bit. How do I explain? When I first felt the feeling of the group, there was a lot of tenderness, and then I really felt that we went into such depth and to such a beautiful space, and just wanted to honour you all for allowing that to happen. Oh, and we have another message here just about, yes, absolutely right, checking out my sessions on evolved beings. And I also, as some of you may know, have some audios available if you want to go more deeply into this work, specifically around dealing with anxiety and fear and overwhelm. So they're all available on the Evolved Beings website. So. Thank you, everybody. Sending so much love to you all, and hope to see you again next month. I'm just going to do a little, let me see if I can see you all. Yay! Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody, for joining. You might not be able to see me much because there's not enough light in the room right now. But thanks for joining us here on this new moon session. And thanks, Natalie, again for giving such a wonderful session every new moon together with Evolved Beings. And hope you all have enjoyed the journey. And thanks for following us. Bye-bye. Good night from here, from India.
Bye.
Big hugs. Bye-bye.